Hey, yo, what's gaming players? It's your boy, Desmond Sharpman, back out here on this Madden NFL 21 franchise mode. And we are here with the 1 o'clock scheduled games here in week number 14. Now, I'm I'm so glad that you guys have been enjoying this Madden series, even though we've gone this far in this Madden series. We've gone through 13 weeks. Yes, 13 weeks. And now we're just 3 weeks away from the playoffs, and this season has begun in full swing. And speaking of the playoffs, some teams are still trying to keep their playoff hopes alive, while some are just trying to keep their spots so they can go ahead and clinch them so nothing else would happen. But in this matchup to kick off the 1 o'clock schedule, the Denver Broncos, they're somehow looking for an upset here because they're still searching for their first win on the season. But they get set to take on Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers, who come in off their bye week. And they're currently on a 2-game winning streak heading into this game. So, if you have not seen the start of week 14, make sure to go check that out so you won't miss it. And also, don't forget to check out the last 13 weeks, just in case if you missed those, so you won't miss anything and you'll know everything that went down throughout this entire season, because it has gotten in full swing, because playoff hopes and dreams are currently intact. So let's head to Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. The Broncos and Panthers, they get set to do battle. Let's go.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina, at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Denver Broncos.
And those were the stats for DJ Sharp in his last game, where his team just couldn't get over the hump. They ended up losing again.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, we look at this Panthers performance they interplay here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
Alright, so the Broncos, they're gonna kick it out to the Panthers, and the question is, who's gonna be the quarterback for the Broncos in this game? Well, we're going to find out, but the Panthers are gonna get the ball to start the game, and we're underway from Carolina. And McCaffrey's not going to return this one, so the Panthers will begin their first drive at the 25-yard line. Teddy Bridgewater leading the way for Carolina. And here's Okafor, who's had a great season so far. He picks up a gain of 7, second and 3. Bridgewater looking to throw, and he's going to get rid of it. Bridgewater. And he's going to find Cannon Okafor, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 26-yard line. A gain of 42. Bridgewater. And openness to tight end Thomas. And they'll bring him down, getting this to the 3-yard line. And the Broncos defense continuing to have their struggles. First and goal, they're going to hand it to Okafor. And the Broncos were able to get him, losing yardage to the 5. Bridgewater, and wide open is Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina. Extra point is good, and the Panthers take an early 7-0 lead. And here's Melvin going on the return. And they'll bring him down at the 30-yard line. So the Broncos set to begin their drive. And it looks like no Drew Lock for this game. So leading the way, Christian Patterson will be leading the way for Denver. Now, if you're wondering what's the reason for Denver having Patterson starting this game, go check out their last matchup with Kansas City and make sure to check out the stats at the end of the game, and that will show you why Christian Patterson is starting in this one. And Lindsey on the first carry, and he'll pick up a gain of 8, 2nd and 2. And after Denver had lost in their last game, they had a decision to make. Whether Drew Lock had played or whether they put a new quarterback in. And it seemed like they put a new quarterback in because of the way Drew Lock had played in the last game. Second and 2. Patterson, and open is DJ Shark right side. And they'll bring him down, getting this across the 40. A gain of 27 that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
A nice job there by Patterson to make sure that his receivers gets open whenever possible. And here's Lindsey. And he'll go down at the 30, a gain of 6. The Broncos are really trying to avoid an 0-13 start, which is not going to be good. So they're going to have to do whatever they can to somehow get an upset. Patterson, left side, connects with DJ Sharp. And down he goes, getting this to the 23 and a first down. And here's Melvin going now. And he'll pick up a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. Patterson, and he's gonna go down. Yetur Gross-Matos gets the sack that time. Yeah, the Broncos, they were allowing a bunch of sacks in their loss. And it continues again. Patterson looking right side and the end zone. And that one's not going to be intercepted. But it still brings up 4th down anyway. So Charles Johnson on for the Bronco field goal. And he puts this one in. And the Broncos are now on the board, but it's 7-3.
So yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game. Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score.
So Johnson now on the kick this one away after the field goal attempt was made. And this one's not going to be returned. And this one's going to be a touchback. So the Panthers set to begin their next drive. And let's see if Denver's defense can get a stop at least. Because they have had their struggles so far this season. Because they're the worst defense so far throughout the season. According to their defensive stats. And Okafor gets a gain of 3 yards on that carry, which brings the first quarter to an end. Second and 7 here for Carolina. And here's Okafor. Breaking tackles, and I believe he's got a first down, and yes, he does. So Okafor picking up a first down that time. So the drive continues now. Bridgewater, and he's sacked. Von Miller gets the sack that time.
In there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. 2 sacks last week.
Bridgewater had nowhere to go that time. He had nowhere to go. Even though he believed that somebody would be open, but he had nowhere to go.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
And here's Okafor. And he'll pick up a gain of 4, I believe. Now it's 3rd and 19. Bridgewater gets hit as he tries to throw it, and it's incomplete. So now it's 4th down. Von Miller was trying to get to Bridgewater yet again, but it didn't happen. But the Panthers are still in a 4th down situation now, so they're gonna punt it, and Solomon is not gonna return it, but they keep it in. And here's Gordon. And he picks up a gain of about 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. Patterson, he's gonna run left side. And down he goes, gets this to the 20 and a 1st down. He's got a gain of 16. The Panthers were ready. They were standing there waiting for Patterson to do something, and as soon as he realizes nobody's open, he just takes off right in front of the defender's face. Patterson, right side. And that one is complete. A gain of 24 by feint that time. 1st down. How was he able to catch that, though? It was one-on-one coverage, but they were able to connect that time. Patterson, wide open is DJ Sharp again, but this time he didn't keep his feet in bounds. Patterson, and this one's incomplete. Patterson looking downfield, and that one's picked. And guess who it is? Deshaun Stoudemire with it. He let Christian Patterson know, you better not throw it near my direction or something bad's gonna happen. And he just picked it off. And here's Okafor. And he'll go down at the 37. Bridgewater. And open is Okafor. And he continues to drive. It's a first down. Bridgewater. And he fumbled. But the Panthers were able to pick it back up. How are they allowing Von Miller to even get through? That's insane right there. Bridgewater's gonna have to talk to his offensive line on how to contain Von Miller because he has been getting through that offensive lineman over and over again. Bridgewater again, and it's incomplete. I don't know what is going on, but Bridgewater looking to throw yet again, firing this time, and that's intercepted. Von Miller with the interception? What? Are you serious? So not only does Von Miller try to get to Teddy Bridgewater a bunch of times, he gets the interception on Bridgewater. That's crazy. But the Broncos looking to take advantage. Patterson. Ooh, that one was bad. Because that pass got tipped. Patterson. And that's intercepted. Eli Apple picks it. He just beat the defender like it was nothing. I mean, I don't blame Patterson for throwing that ball, but if you're the receiver, how did you allow the defender to beat you on that route that you had him? You had him dazed for a second, and all of a sudden, the pass got intercepted. A 52-yard field goal here for Carolina with just 3 seconds on the clock. And this one's good to put the Panthers up 7 at halftime. Broncos got to get it together. Up next, we're going to be in Tampa, Florida. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who also coming off their bye. They host the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Then we're going to be at MetLife Stadium. The Giants, they're looking to get themselves to 5-8 on the season as they host the visiting Arizona Cardinals.
Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense break through in the second half? Find out. Let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Now, in this first half, it's been okay. Both quarterbacks trying to get back on track, including Christian Patterson. Already 2 interceptions so far, and that's not a good start. At least that's not a good start. But his team's gonna get the ball back to start the second half, so he'll be looking to get into the end zone for the Broncos. as they take over. Patterson gets hit as he throws it, and it's incomplete. Patterson finding DJ Sharp left side, breaking a tackle, and he'll go down at the 45-yard line. Nice way to break through traffic. Patterson, he's gonna run right side, and he'll go out of bounds after a gain of 8. Second and 2. Patterson, and that one is complete by DJ Sharp again. He's got another first down. And Patterson, it looks like he's going to run again. And Patterson, he is going to go down at the 1-yard line. He almost got into the end zone, but he gets tackled at the 1. But nice scrambling right there. Patterson, nowhere to go. He's sacked. Yetur Gross Montos gets the sack. That's not a way to get, that's not a way to start once you're in the red zone if you're Denver. Patterson, oh my goodness, that one didn't look too good. That one looked like a bad throw there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Patterson, left side, connects with DJ Sharp. And I believe the Panthers were able to stop him. And the Broncos, they're not leaving the field. They're going to go for it. Even though they are down a touchdown, they want to get on the board. Patterson, and this one's incomplete. No receiver there. So the Broncos are going to turn it over. Wow. There was no receiver in sight when Patterson threw that ball. And here's Okafor. And Okafor not even wasting any time going downfield. He's got a Panther touchdown. Wow. Now, I didn't expect that at all. So now the Panthers extend their lead even further. And unfortunately for Denver, that is just a tough way to give the possession that you had away and then turn it into easy points at the other end. Now I'm pretty sure that has probably made Christian Patterson a bit upset because he was really trying to get on the board for the first time in this game. I'm talking about in the end zone. But when he threw that pass, it was just all of a sudden the receiver he was throwing it to just ran away. Like Patterson knew that if they had kicked another field goal, they would have had to try to score once again, but they would have had to score another touchdown, but they didn't want to do that. They wanted to tie the game, so the game would have been more interesting. But on the first play of this drive now, they got a first down, so they really need to get on the board now. After they just gave up those 6 points, after turning the ball over, Patterson again, and he's gonna find DJ Sharp yet again, and he's got another first down. He is putting the team on his back. Patterson looking. He's gonna run. And he'll go out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Second and 1 now for Denver. Patterson looking Enzo. Judy, and it's incomplete. Patterson, and he connects with DJ Sharp yet again. He's trying to make sure that his team does not lose for the 13th time on the season. Patterson, and DJ Sharp was able to complete that. And he's got another first down. And now the Broncos are back in the red zone again, but the question is, can they get on the board? We're going to find out. But the third quarter has ended, and it's a 14-point game. And the game may be over if the Broncos can't score here. Because they really need to score. Patterson. And that was complete. He finds Hamilton left side. A gain of 6, second and 4. Patterson, and he's sacked. K1 short with the sack. Wow. Now it's 3rd and 17 now, and the Broncos might waste another possession trying to get into the end zone. Man, this isn't going too good if you're Denver. This isn't going too good. 3rd and 17. And Patterson, I think he's going to think about running. but he's not gonna get near. And the Broncos, just like they did the last time they had it, they didn't score, so they're gonna go for it yet again to somehow try to get on the board. And again, an incompletion with the receiver wide open. Wow. Wow. And here's Okafor as the Panthers looking to tick that clock down to the last few seconds. And they're gonna hand it to Okafor again, but this time he loses a yard. Third and 10. Bridgewater. Deep ball. Looking for Anderson. And that's intercepted. Devin Garland picks it. And he might have just kept the game alive for now. So Christian Patterson and the guys, now they got the football back, got the turnover that they needed. Now they need to get on the board. And Patterson again, he's gonna get rid of it. And Patterson on the blitz, and he's sacked. Wow. This is, to be honest, this is heartbreaking for Denver. Because, like, many times they've had a chance to score, to get on the board for the first time in this game, but they just kept turning the ball over. Patterson finding DJ Shark downfield. And he gets themselves a first and goal yet again. First and goal from the 8-yard line. Patterson, and he's going to get rid of it. And now it's near the 2-minute warning. So the Broncos, they're starting to run out of time. They have got to get on the board. They've got to get on the board here. Second and goal. Patterson, he's going to run. And he'll go down at the 3. He almost got there. But now it's third and goal. They're looking to get on the board. Patterson. And open is DJ Shark for the Bronco touchdown. And Johnson, he's going to put in the extra point. Now it's a 7-point game with under 2 minutes left to go. Wow, so the Broncos, they're not gonna go for the onside kick. They're gonna go for a regular kick here. Now in my opinion, I don't know if that's smart or was that a right decision, but we're gonna see what happens here. Because I believe that is smart. That is kind of smart. Because if they would have gone for the onside kick, the Panthers would have gotten near field goal range to somehow kick a game-sealing field goal. But all they need now is a stop. A gain of 6 on that first down carry there. And here's Okafor. And the Broncos were able to get him tackled at the 34. And here's Okafor, and he's going to get the first down and more. So the Broncos, they're going to start using their timeouts now. But it's still not over yet. They still got two more. They still got two more timeouts. Okafor, and he'll go down at the 48. Second and 8, Okafor. And they'll bring him down right at the 45. And here's Okafor, and he's got the first down, and with that is gonna do it. Wow. So Kenyon Okafor is gonna seal the game for the Panthers. So victory formation, and that'll do it. The Panthers are gonna survive at home, winning 17-10 against the Denver Broncos. Panthers get themselves over 500 at 7-6, still keeping their playoff hopes alive as of now. Meanwhile, for Denver, this is their 13th loss on the season, and this has been a rough season for them. This is a tough loss for Denver. Wow. To be honest, if you're the Denver Broncos, this is a tough game to lose, where they had so many opportunities to get into the end zone to maybe tie the game up at 10 apiece. But in that third quarter, they did have a chance, but with them turning the ball over twice on fourth down, and that ended up sealing the game there. with Kenny Okafor running it for the game clincher, as the Panthers are now over 500 at 7-6. So here are the stats. Bridgewater, he really didn't throw that much. He threw for only 80 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions thrown. Like I said, he didn't throw that much because it was all about the ground game. Christian Patterson in his first start, he played okay. 2 yards shy of 200. He threw for 198, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. He got sacked 4 times. Broncos had 4 in their last game. And you can tell they sit at another loss. And here's the running game. Cannon Okafor, 15 carries for 160 yards and a touchdown. Christian Patterson ran 6 times for 64 yards. Philip Lindsay ran twice for 14. And Melvin Gordon ran twice for 10. And here's the receiving. DJ Sharp, he had his team on his back, to be honest. He had his team on his back in this one. 11 catches, 168 yards and a touchdown. Kenyon Okafor, 2 catches, 52 yards. Noah Fant, a catch for 24. Eon Thomas, a catch for 23. Deshaun Hamilton, a catch for 6. And Robbie Anderson, a catch for 5 and a touchdown. But like I said, the Panthers, they really didn't throw the ball more that often because it was all about the ground game. But anyways, for Carolina, with this win, they're right now keeping their playoff hopes alive as of now, but they get themselves over 500 at 7-6 on the season. And in week number 15, they will hit the road to Lambeau Field to face off with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Denver, you add another week in there. You add another loss in their column, as that is now 13 losses in a row, and they will get a home date in week 15, as they will face Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, which I'm hoping they'll do better, because this was a tough one, because they had so many opportunities to get into the end zone, but couldn't get it done. But anyways, if you enjoyed this game, make sure to smash that like button, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Already over 100 subscribers. We're gonna continue to grind up so we could continue with this Madden series, because this has been amazing. I know you guys have been enjoying it. And the next game, we're gonna be up in Tampa. Tom Brady and the Bucks. As you already know, for the last 4 weeks of the season, they're gonna be battling the Falcons to somehow try to get that 7th seed in the NFC playoff picture, because currently, for these last 4 weeks, that 7th seed is probably going to be on the line, to be honest with you. It's probably going to be on the line once the season ends. But for now, that 7th seed in the NFC is going to be on the line between the Falcons and Bucks. So those two teams are going to do whatever they can to somehow get that spot. Or maybe the Panthers could somehow sneak in there a bit. But we're going to find out. But the Buccaneers will face off with Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.